Hello, friend. I have a kitty who keeps circling. This is Freddie. He keeps circling the camera and bumping it, so we'll see how this goes. I'm not a hypnotist. This is an ASMR hypnosis video for relaxation, and it was a subscriber, Andy, who suggested this. And we're certainly living in a divided time, so we all know this. I have my views and opinions and preferences. And while I have my channels that I tend to agree with, I'm also very aware that the information is extreme and slanted. I'm not going to put comments below because I don't want this to turn into any kind of battle. And yet I have a really kind community, so it might not, but just so no one feels threatened or unsafe. And I'm not going to talk about a specific political view. But we're divided, and we're being encouraged to be polarized. I went last weekend to southern Utah to see the beautiful monuments that are down there, the national monuments, and you know, things were different because of the government shutdown. But we were able to get into the parks, and Nancy, my theater teacher, came in from Colorado to visit and to go to the parks, and she is in her 80s. So our ability to go hiking and that sort of thing, we have to be a little more mindful, and for me too, frankly. So it was really a beautiful trip. The weather was perfect, and on the way home we hit a few art exhibits. One outdoor sculpture garden at the Utah Shakespeare Festival, which was really a fun sculpture garden. And then we were able to hit a couple of galleries on the way home. And one of the galleries was showing religious art on the bottom floor. And I was nervous about that. I am not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. Nancy, I don't think would consider herself either religious or spiritual. And I may even be wrong about that. We don't really talk about that. But what was beautiful to me in that exhibit that I was fearing because of the diversity, I was like, oh no, it's going to get polarized and ugly, was people did express themselves, whatever side they were on. And some who, you know, had deep religious conviction and showed that in their art, and some that had been hurt and damaged by religion or people in religion, or, you know, however you want to look at it. Some of them would say it was both. And yet here they all were displayed together, connected in this exhibit. And it was really wonderful to see, for me to see. And Nancy would sometimes walk by some art and just be like, oh, I can't even look at this, you know, because she could see that it was very religious. But oftentimes, if she took a moment to look at what was written, she was, not always, but sometimes she was very moved by what the artist had written. And on both sides, I could absolutely feel a compassion for both extremes. And I had a preference for some of the art over the other art, but it was expression that was key for me. There was some that was indigenous spiritual belief and art, and both elements that were to share what they love and share how they've been wounded. And it was really incredible for me to see them all together there. So it reminded me of this time we're in, where we have tremendous political unrest, and sometimes religious unrest, and sometimes both. And it creates a war between us, whether it's literal or whether it's figurative or mental or emotional. And I think that, you know, that place where somehow we all allow each other to express and experience our own take of this life and what is important is beautiful. And to think that our way of thinking is more right than another is, I think, when we get into trouble. So it was a good reminder for me anyway, that we can all come together. All this art was shared. Everyone expressed themselves through their art together in the same space. It all existed together. We can come together in the same place and exist with opposite views and allow and love that others have a different view because they've had a different life experience. That's generally how we come to our views, our culture that we're raised in, the personal experiences that we have that we may or may not consider to be spiritual, but they shape our belief system. I think it's important to know that everyone's come to their belief from hopefully a sincere place. And if we don't self-harm or harm others, we can come together and express together. So, that's what I've been thinking about. I want this to be a place of loving each other. And while I have personal feelings about this person or that person, they're still all my brothers and sisters, or my human brothers and sisters, or my animal friends, or my plant friends. I might have preferences, and I might think I'm right about something, but others have their own preferences, and they feel strongly about what they believe. Okay, so now we'll do the hypnosis. If you want to just get comfortable in whatever way you'd like to, whatever your preference is. And let's just, especially for this video, let's take some breaths together and just imagine being connected as we breathe. I'm not going to control it this time. I will other times, but just take a few breaths in at your own pace and out. Just a few of them. In through your nose, mouth, out through your nose or mouth, whatever you want this time. Feel yourself settling in. And I will occasionally do some hand movements just to help calm and soothe and comfort if it's comforting to you. And if it's not, just close your eyes and listen. I always recommend listening first with your conscious mind before you go to that unconscious place, so you know what you want to choose to let in and what you don't want to let in. Great. We're going to go from 10 to 0, and then I'll do some affirmations on feeling connected. So just gently settle in. And at the count of 10, feeling your body in its environment right now, just very aware. Good. And as you rest in that space, allow yourself to focus on the number 9 and just feel your feet, ankles, toes, relaxing. And that relaxing feeling starts to move its way up the legs to the knees, right side, left side, focusing on 9. And now focusing on the number 8, dropping, relaxing, letting the body soften just a little bit more. Drop, relax, let go. To the count of 8. And now, in a relaxed state, we're going to drop from 8 down to 7. Inside the count of 7, we're going to feel our relaxation and softening moving up each leg to the upper leg, right side, left side, just softening, almost becoming a gel or jelly. Gently breathing, your breath is softening, and the relaxed feeling it moves its way up into the abdomen. Feel the bones softening in that pelvic region, the coccyx and the sacrum, the back base of the tailbone relaxing. Good. And we're going to just relax a little bit more, soften, drop in as we move from 7 to 6. And inside of the count of 6, just feel that relaxation moving up into the belly and the lower back. All of the organs and muscles inside of that lower belly. Mid-belly softening. Just kind of relaxing and turning into that gel. No sharp edges. And we move into the count of 5, softening just a bit more. Moving into that thoracic region, the chest, and the ribs, scapula, all softening and turning to gel. And moving from 5 into 4, that relaxation moves its way up into our shoulders and down into each arm. Right side, left side. Right wrist, hand, fingers. Left wrist, hand, and fingers. Just softening, releasing, relaxing. And we move our way up into the throat, the neck area, and it's softening and relaxing, still keeping that breath passage open and free. What a relief to just give ourselves permission to soften. Moving into the count of 3, this relaxation moves its way up into our jaw, throat, mouth area, softening and relaxing. And as we move into the count of 2, we feel ourselves dropping in even more as the entire skull, scalp, hair, nose, eyes softens and releases, relaxes, and turns into that gel. Good. And as we drop into the count of 1, the entire being is relaxed as we give it permission to settle in, release. Any final tensions that want to make their way out are invited to release. That full body gel relaxed space we're in. And now, as you are in this very relaxed, softened state, imagine a gentle 0 around you, a circle. It's a boundary, protection. And feel yourself just kind of dropping down through it into a safe, open space. And in this space, I am connected to all that is. I am connected to my source. I am connected within myself. I am at peace within myself. I allow myself to have different thoughts, differing opinions, change my mind. It's okay. It's okay to look at things through a new lens and to feel connected to others. I am connected to others and to other. I am connected to humankind. I'm connected to the animals on this planet. I'm connected to the plants and rocks, the oceans, the mountains, the planet. I am connected. I appreciate the diversity of this planet, the species, plant life, ocean life, the beauty of how different the octopus is from the sea urchin, from an eel. From coral. That diversity makes this planet so beautiful. The people, the beliefs. I appreciate diversity. I appreciate my diverse thoughts. The beauty of my diverse thoughts make this planet beautiful and special. And I appreciate my desire to feel at one and at peace with all beings and life on this planet. I am grateful for all beings. I am grateful for all seasons. I am connected to that infinite space in the sky. I am connected. I am connected to that neighbor that thinks differently than I do. We're connected. We're one. We breathe in the same atoms. We share air. I am connected. Connection and loving connection helps me feel safe. I will be one to create a safe space for others, for diversity. I know when to take action and when to be still and observe and to listen. And I take action with love. I will be an example of love and connection. I am an example of love and connection and loving connection. I am the safe space for others. I will hold and protect and cherish that safe space. And I will allow others to be in that safe space. I envision this world in love. I envision our actions to be out of love. I envision kindness and being kind. I envision others being kind. I choose connection and love, and to see how much I am like others rather than how different we are. I allow others to feel differently, and I choose to love others. I choose peace and connection. I attract peace and connection. I am peace. I am connected. I am well-being. I am love. And feeling this sensation of connection supporting you. You're going to slowly move out of this hypnotic state into a state of conscious open awareness. To the count of 3, we're going to start at 1. In the count of 1, becoming aware of our bodies and our breath. Allowing whatever sensations we want to keep to remain. Moving into the count of 2, starting to become aware of the environment that we're in, where we've been resting, feeling our body in our space in the environment. And to the count of 3, full awareness of our body and our environment that we're in now. Fully conscious. And at this time, you can choose to drift off to sleep, or you can choose to go about your day, feeling more connected, feeling more love, and feeling more loved. Feeling the environment support you, and yourself supporting the environment, the earth. Thank you so much for sharing this time.